Imagine yourself as Odysseus, navigating through the stormy seas, with the waves of life constantly threatening to overwhelm you. The chaos of our daily lives often feels just as tumultuous. But what if you could use Stoic principles as a compass, guiding you towards freedom and helping you find tranquility amidst the turmoil? This is precisely what the great Stoic philosophers like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca offer us, a way to break free from the chains that bind us. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This simple yet profound idea encapsulates the essence of Stoicism, emphasizing the importance of focusing on what is within our control. But what does this truly mean, and how can we apply it to reclaim our lives from the grip of external chaos? Before we dive into these powerful Stoic principles that can transform your life, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. This way, you'll be the first to know when we release more content that can guide you on your journey towards a more peaceful and resilient life. Now, let's explore how Stoicism can help us navigate through life's storms. 1. The power of control, mastering your inner world. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism is the distinction between what we can control and what we cannot. This principle, so simple yet profound, is often misunderstood in its depth. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, advised us to focus on our responses rather than external events, reminding us that our internal state is the only thing truly under our control. Consider this. In our modern world, we're constantly bombarded by external stressors, news, social media, personal conflicts. It's easy to get caught up in worrying about these uncontrollable factors. But what if, instead, we redirected our energy towards mastering our internal responses? Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, a modern psychological approach, echoes this Stoic wisdom. By changing our thought patterns, we can alter our emotional responses, fostering resilience and emotional stability. This focus on control is not about suppressing emotions, but about choosing how we respond to life's inevitable ups and downs. As Epictetus put it, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. By letting go of our attachment to specific outcomes, we liberate ourselves to focus on what truly matters, our efforts and values. 2. Embracing mindfulness, anchoring yourself in the present. Another cornerstone of Stoic philosophy is the practice of mindfulness, or as Marcus Aurelius described it, the art of confine yourself to the present. In today's fast-paced world, where distractions are endless, learning to anchor ourselves in the present moment is more important than ever. Mindfulness is not just a trendy buzzword. It's a profound practice that has been validated by centuries of philosophical thought and modern psychology. Dr. Jon Kabat-Zinn, a pioneer in mindfulness-based stress reduction, teaches us to pay attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. This practice aligns perfectly with Marcus Aurelius's meditations, where he emphasizes the importance of living fully in the now, free from the anxieties of the past and the uncertainties of the future. By cultivating mindfulness, we can break free from the chains of regret and worry that often bind us. Research in positive psychology, such as the work of Dr. Martin Seligman, shows that being present can significantly enhance our happiness and emotional well-being. When we fully immerse ourselves in the here and now, we're not merely surviving, we're thriving. This shift in focus allows us to weather life's storms with resilience, much like a ship anchored firmly in turbulent seas. 3. The virtue of endurance. Embrace adversity with grace. Life is inherently filled with challenges, and Stoicism teaches us not to shy away from them, but to embrace them as opportunities for growth. Seneca once wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." This Stoic insight is a call to view adversity not as a curse, but as a crucible that forges our character. Epictetus further elaborates on this idea, encouraging us to endure hardships with dignity. He believed that by facing difficulties head-on, we cultivate the virtue of endurance, which is essential for a fulfilling life. But why is endurance so crucial? It's because pain and suffering, whether physical or emotional, are powerful forces that shape our decisions and behaviors. If we allow these forces to dictate our actions, we risk betraying our values and compromising our integrity. The practice of endurance teaches us to remain steadfast in our principles, even when faced with overwhelming odds. Marcus Aurelius reminds us in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By enduring what cannot be changed, we develop the inner strength necessary to navigate life's inevitable challenges. 4. Practicing detachment, letting go of attachments to people and things. One of the most challenging aspects of Stoicism is the practice of detachment, learning to let go of our attachments to people and material possessions. This concept, often misunderstood, is not about becoming cold or indifferent, but about freeing ourselves from the suffering that comes from clinging too tightly to things we cannot control. The Buddhist concept of anatta, or non-self, resonates with this Stoic idea. It encourages us to release our clinging to the self and the things we think we need to be happy. By practicing detachment, we create a mental space that is less influenced by external events and more centered on our inner peace. Epicurus, a Stoic philosopher, offers practical advice for cultivating detachment. He suggests valuing the things we hold dear, whether they be people or objects as they truly are, impermanent and destined to change or perish. This perspective allows us to appreciate the fleeting beauty of life without becoming overly attached to it. For example, if you cherish a beautiful vase, recognize that it's not the specific vase you're attached to, but the concept of beauty it represents. If it breaks, your peace of mind remains intact, because your attachment was never to the object itself, but to the idea it symbolized. Similarly, in relationships, understanding that all things, including love, are transient, can help us navigate the inevitable losses with grace and acceptance. 5. The role of community, building connections with like-minded individuals. While Stoicism emphasizes self-reliance, it also recognizes the importance of community. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the value of relationships in his Meditations, suggesting that surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals who share our values is crucial for personal growth. In today's world, where individualism is often celebrated, the idea of community may seem less important. However, Stoicism teaches us that we are inherently social beings, and that our connections with others are vital for a fulfilling life. By engaging with a community that shares our philosophical outlook, we reinforce our understanding of Stoicism and find support in practicing its principles. This sense of community also fosters accountability. When we share our experiences and challenges with others, we create a space where Stoic principles can thrive. This mutual support helps keep us on track with our goals, especially when external pressures threaten to sway us from our path. Moreover, Seneca spoke about the value of friendship and mentorship, emphasizing that these relationships provide fresh perspectives and guidance when life becomes challenging. In a supportive community, we find not only comfort, but also the encouragement to continue our journey towards personal growth. 6. The wisdom of acceptance, embracing the nature of fate. One of the most liberating aspects of Stoic philosophy is the acceptance of fate, or amor fati, a concept championed by Friedrich Nietzsche. This principle teaches us to love our fate, to embrace whatever life throws our way, no matter how challenging. At first glance, this might seem like a passive approach to life, but in reality, it's an empowering one. By accepting the unpredictability of life, we free ourselves from the frustration and anxiety that come from resisting what we cannot change. Carl Jung, a renowned psychologist, suggested that our difficulties often hold the key to our personal growth. By embracing them rather than resisting, we can transform these challenges into opportunities for self-improvement. Epictetus reminds us that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. This Stoic mindset cultivates resilience and equips us to adapt to whatever life presents. The beauty of this approach is that it shifts our focus from external circumstances, which are often beyond our control, to our internal responses, where our true power lies. 7. Finding inner tranquility, the journey to peace. Once we accept our fate, the journey to finding inner tranquility becomes clearer. Jon Kabat-Zinn, the founder of the mindfulness-based stress reduction program, captures this idea beautifully. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. This is the essence of Stoic tranquility, learning to navigate the storms of life with grace and calmness. To cultivate this inner peace, self-reflection is essential. Journaling, as advocated by psychologist James Pennebaker, can be a powerful tool for processing emotions and understanding our thoughts. By regularly reflecting on our experiences, we gain insight into our triggers and patterns, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with greater clarity and composure. Self-care also plays a crucial role in maintaining inner tranquility. Brené Brown, a well-known author and wellness advocate, reminds us that we cannot pour from an empty cup. Taking time to care for ourselves, whether through meditation, spending time in nature, or simply enjoying moments of stillness, nourishes our souls and helps us remain centered, even in the face of chaos. Finally, the Stoic principle of detachment reinforces this sense of peace. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts and actions, and letting go of what we cannot, we cultivate an inner calm that is impervious to external turbulence. This mindset not only brings peace, but also strengthens our resilience, enabling us to face life's challenges with grace. 8. The impermanence of life, embracing the ephemeral. Life is impermanent, and Stoicism teaches us to embrace this reality rather than fear it. Thich Nhat Hanh, a renowned Buddhist teacher, emphasizes that the present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you're attentive, you will see it. By recognizing the fleeting nature of life, we learn to appreciate each moment without becoming bogged down by what lies ahead. Engaging in mindfulness practices helps us internalize this understanding. Jon Kabat-Zinn asserts that mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings as temporary experiences, reducing anxiety and increasing overall satisfaction with life. When we embrace impermanence, we float above the emotional roller coaster of life, experiencing each twist and turn without the weight of attachment. Epictetus echoed this sentiment, teaching that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By letting go of our attachment to outcomes or possessions, We liberate ourselves from unnecessary emotional turmoil and embrace the unpredictable nature of life. 9. Building emotional resilience, strengthening the mind. Finally, one of the most valuable outcomes of practicing Stoicism is the development of emotional resilience. Life will inevitably present obstacles, but with a solid foundation of Stoic principles, we can navigate these challenges with grace. Negative visualization, a technique rooted in Stoic philosophy, encourages us to consider potential setbacks before they happen. Seneca famously said, "A good character when tested is like a good sword, which, when struck, can only be made sharper." By anticipating difficulties, we mentally prepare ourselves to manage whatever life decides to present. Self-reflection and journaling are also powerful tools for building emotional resilience. Dr. James Pennebaker's research shows that expressive writing can significantly reduce stress and improve emotional well-being. By understanding our emotional triggers, we gain greater control over our responses to stressors, making us more resilient in the face of adversity. Moreover, mindfulness techniques, such as meditation, can work wonders for our emotional health. Jon Kabat-Zinn emphasizes that mindfulness helps us stay anchored in the present moment, reducing anxiety and improving emotional regulation. When we practice mindfulness, we create a calm center from which we can navigate life's ups and downs. Brené Brown also highlights the importance of fostering a strong sense of self-worth. When we derive our self-esteem from our own values, rather than external validation, we lay a solid foundation for emotional stability. Embracing our true selves empowers us to withstand life's challenges with resilience. In conclusion, navigating life with Stoic wisdom. In this video, we've explored how embracing Stoic principles can help us regain control over our inner world, anchor ourselves in the present, and build the resilience needed to face life's inevitable challenges. By focusing on what we can control, practicing mindfulness, enduring adversity with grace, detaching from unhealthy attachments, and cultivating emotional resilience, we can find a path to inner tranquility amidst the chaos of daily life. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found value in these Stoic teachings, please consider giving this video a like, leaving a comment with your thoughts or experiences, and sharing it with your friends and family. By doing so, you can help others find the same sense of peace and purpose that these principles offer. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on our future content. Your support means the world to us as we continue to explore ways to live a more fulfilling life together.